Flip, I know I know you only played 4 games with Josh, but is it safe to say you really missed?
Well, what we miss is that we miss another option, and so what always happens is that when you lose a player, any player, everyone steps into different roles. So now what happens is you have, instead of Al being able, where he's giving us a great pop off the bench, we've got to use him as far as in a starting type situation. And so then guys, off the bench, you're hoping, in the first half we got no points really as far as our bench didn't shot a terrible percentage, and and so it puts different pressures on to learn things. And I thought that we kept on fighting back. We had a terrible stretch in the fourth quarter, and we had a bad stretch. Dre had a bad stretch in the third. And Dre's going through the learning process. Like I talked to the team. Now, what happens is that when you've been a guy you carry your team at times, you think that you've got to do it all the time. And that when we start doing that, that's when we start getting into some problems. Bad turnovers, throwing the ball to the weak side, trying to make home run plays, instead of just trusting your teammates and trusting the system and let it kind of develop. But even at the end, last 3 minutes, we didn't have some of our main guys in there, but those guys did things, and all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game with 20 seconds, and strange things can happen. And so, but it's like you say, it's guys are in different roles.
It seemed like Memphis was the team that was playing last night, but it seemed like sort of the last week maybe caught up to the rest of the guys.
A little bit, but what happens too is that when you're not making some shots or you're missing some shots, you lose your energy sometimes, because it's like you're struggling back. And one of their strengths is they got perimeters that can get out and run, and Randolph ran very well, and we had some guys that were getting their butts. JaVale was getting his butt kicked tonight. It was a learning experience for him tonight. He plays 15 minutes. The guy he's going against goes 10 for 10, or goes 10 for 10. He gets 1 rebound. He's got to understand those are things he's got to do better. He's got to fight better, and he's got to keep on learning as far as from that situation.
Flip, your thoughts on the effort level of the team overall?
I think overall the effort was good. I think that considering everything, we battled on. This team is a great rebounding team. We battled on the boards, led for most of the game until we went through that stretch as far as in the fourth quarter where we were 1 for 10 or whatever to start the fourth quarter, and there were so many defensive rebounds. We had so many rebounds tonight that we had in our hands, but we got knocked away. And but I thought the effort was, we had a good effort, a good solid effort.
I think Memphis scored like the first 18 points in the paint. Is this team just kind of behind the 8 ball?
Well, that's their strength. That's what they do. That's their strength. They're leading the league as far as the points in the paint. And they scored the first 18 because they scored the first 10 with Gasol just going at JaVale. And so, as I said, that's a learning process for him. He's going to have to learn how to use his size, try to deny his guy from getting the ball, and then being able to contest shots, and then being able to rebound that.
Was there anything Memphis may have done in the second half with Dre? The way
they ran people at him. Sometimes they had 4 guys running at him. And that's when I talked to Dre, that he's got to learn to make the easy play out, hit guys, and trust your teammates to make plays, and not try to force too many things. But it's it's learning. It's the first time in 5 years that he's gotten the ball where all of a sudden they're trapping to get the ball out of his hands. And when you've never gone through that, it is quite it's a shock to start with, and you got to learn, because you got to find out where the traps are coming from and where the people are open. So he'll continue to get better as he does it.
How did you feel about Al's play in his first game as a starter?
He played good. He's still getting in the shape that he needs to get, but he gave great energy. He was our best rebounder on the floor, and until he got tired, he was doing a good job as far as on Rudy Gay early in the game.
Mayo was you guys held Mayo down for almost 3 quarters.
He got going in the fourth, at the beginning of the fourth. Just made some shots we missed shots. They got on the open floor. He hit a couple open shots. We had some bad assignments, covers, and we made a couple. He got his confidence going a little bit. Okay.
Great.
Thanks.